What's up, Raider Nation? We got a great show for you today. It's a mock draft time, and we're doing a 2-round mock draft with yours truly, JB, your co-host Gavin, along with 3 very knowledgeable writers and Raider fans, Malik Obee, Rory Anderson, and Ray Aspuria. Also, please give us a 5-star rating on iTunes, and don't forget to join our mock draft competition. The winner gets $20 and bragging rights. You enter by clicking on the link pinned to the top of our Twitter feed at Raider Lounge Pod, or if you don't have Twitter, just go to predictpick.nfl.com/group/198. Enjoy the show. It's mock draft time of the week. What's up, guys? Thanks for coming on.
What's up, guys?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. We got the best non-paid Twitter people on here right now. So we're going to do a 2-round mock draft just because the draft is here. I can't wait no more. I've been waiting too long, man. What about you guys? Where are you guys watching the draft?
I will be watching the draft. I'll actually be watching the draft at the Redskins Stadium over here in Landover, Maryland. I'm not really excited about it because I really don't care about, who they pick. But, yeah, that's where I'll be.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, you have it on the big screen with some overpriced beer. It'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
Is the Raiders HQ open for it?
Say that again?
Is the Raiders HQ open during the draft? I wonder. I might join a Jets or Giants draft party. I don't know what I'll do. Because I'm in New York.
Hey, at least you're in America. I'm in the UK. I'm going to have to get loads of caffeine and stuff.
Yeah,
At 5 o'clock in the morning.
All right, who wants to pick first? Rory, you're the first one to join. You want to go first?
Sure, I'm going to go first. What was that?
Wait.
Okay, sorry. I just heard hit me. I'm like, what was that?
Who wants to pick for the Raiders?
Ooh. Just go around. It don't matter, does it? We're all going to get picked, so sure. Matter.
Well, all right. Well, the guy who's picking last gets the Raiders because 5 of us. So let's just do it.
Yep.
Who wants to go second?
I'll go second.
All right. Third.
I'll go third.
All right. I'll go. What do you want to do, Gavin? 4th or 5th? Gavin
goes 5.
All right, Gavin goes 5.
Okay.
I go 4 to that.
No pressure.
Put it on, Gavin. All right, Rory, you're on the clock. You got what?
All right.
How many seconds should we do? Just get it over with. Let's do it.
Just go as fast as We'll just go fast. Let's explain our thought behind the pick and just roll. So, Browns. It's going to be a quarterback. I say it's Sam Darnold because I can't actually wrap my head around the idea of it being Josh Allen. I would go Josh Rosen, but he stuck his foot in his mouth like 4 months ago, and the chatter around him and everything else, I just don't buy it. So, Sam Darnold.
Okay. So I'm second on the board. I got the Giants. I'm going to go with the safe pick because I feel like they believe that Eli Manning has still some juice in the tank, and I think that they can get a quarterback late without jeopardizing everything. So I'm going to go with Quentin Nelson.
Ooh.
Oh.
I like that. That's smart.
Oh.
Eric Flowers is like the worst lineman in the history of the NFL.
He's not showing up either, I heard, to off-season workouts or something like that. He might get kicked out.
Is he as bad as Brino Giacomini? That's my only question.
Uh-huh. Ray.
All right. Well, with the 3rd overall pick, New York Jets didn't trade up not to get a quarterback. So I'm going to do the smart move and take Josh Rosen.
All right.
Smart.
With the 4th pick, the Cleveland Browns finally get smart. They take a pass rusher opposite of last year's number 1 overall pick. They go Bradley Chubb.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. So I'm the Broncos now, yeah? So they've got a lot of holes to fill. But looking at all these names, and you've gifted me this one right in my lap, the Broncos are taking Saquon Barkley, running back.
No.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid. Bring it. I got Obee Melifonwu. We're fine. All right, Indianapolis Colts at the 6th pick. Just me personally, I do think number 5 is a spot where we could see a trade up for the Bills. But 6th pick, Indianapolis Colts. I'm taking Roquan Smith, linebacker, Georgia.
What?
I think the Lions, yeah. There's a lot of chatter that Roquan is viewed as a Ray Smith type, and a lot of people are saying that he could definitely go very early, top 7. So I think it's going to happen, and you're going to see Roquan Smith in Indianapolis Colts.
Oh.
You suck.
You're welcome. All right, Buccaneers.
So Obee now.
Okay, Buccaneers. Damn. Who was the last pick again?
Roquan.
Roquan.
Okay. Buccaneers. Man, I think they go with the guy. I think they stay in state and go Derwin James.
Okay. That makes sense for them.
There, a lot of their beat guys think it's going to be Derwin too.
I think it makes a lot of sense for them to, go BPA. Really, I mean, he's a plug and play guy. You can put him anywhere in that defensive, basically anywhere in that secondary. So
yeah,
I totally agree with that. So it's Ray now, isn't it?
Yep.
Who's it? The Colts?
The Bears.
No,
the Bears. The Bears. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go unconventional here. I'm going to take a player that will help Mitch Trubinsky. I'm going to take Calvin Ridley.
Ah.
Nice. Wow.
That's saucy.
Because the Bears have a history of surprising people. It was either him or Tremaine.
Yeah, they do. They surprised us last year, trading away 50 picks to move up one spot.
Right. It was either Ridley or Tremaine. So
yeah. All right, with the 9th, 49ers go with value and one of the best players available. Not getting too much talk this year, but they are going with Harold Landry.
Wow, it's a good move. I mean, it's a good move.
I just pass rusher. They need an actual, edge rusher. Most of the guys are more interior guys, I think.
So it's me now. The pressure is on.
The pressure is on.
The pressure is on.
Don't fuck up.
Don't fuck up. Well, to be honest with you, I could have played it not safe, but I'm going to play it very safe. And my pick is Tremaine Edmonds, inside linebacker. I think that is the way to go. With the way that this mock has fallen, I think that he's probably one of the best players on the board still. And I think he plugs a hole that can be plugged for many years because he's still only 19. So I think that is a safe pick, and I think that he will develop really nicely under Paul Gunther.
That's not bad. I would have took Ward, but that's not bad.
I'd just be glad you didn't have video on, and you would have seen me like, ugh.
Wait, since it's the Raiders pick, let me get an idea of what you guys would have done just because it's the Raiders pick.
I mean, if it were me, like the most ideal pick to me by far is Minka. And that goes kind of under my theory of the 4-2-5 defense. Check out the article that just came out of Raider Ramble this morning.
Great plug.
Shameless plug. But I'd go Minka because he could play that Gilchrist slot spot where he's that Joker strong safety type doing a whole lot of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be my natural. But for this particular one without a trade down, yeah. But I mean, look, man, there are so many people that love Edmonds, so it's not really that surprising.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Considering the picks that in this case, the picks that have already been made, I would go Ward, only because of the fact that, with Melvin and Conley, Ward is like an insurance policy, and it gives them the option to say, hey, we want to switch it up and, we can put him at nickel, we can put him at outside, we can, we have and he has chemistry already with Conley. Yeah. And we know that he's faced the best competition there is to face at the collegiate level, in terms of consistently going against wideouts, outside of the SEC. But that would be my pick at this point in time right now.
Okay.
All right. Ray, what do you think?
Man, I am super unconventional. I would take Hurst.
Yeah, well, that was the other one I would have suggested. But
yeah, that was my number 2 as well.
Yeah, I think everyone stared at him like that 3-tech, and
yeah, I would just throw it all in shambles and be like, Hurst.
I wouldn't reach though.
Ray's the like Joker from the new Batman. He's the guy that just likes to watch it all burn. All right, so number 11, right? Yeah. So that's where we're at now.
Yep.
Oh man, I just realized I have my order all messed up. Who's picking number 11? I forget.
You are Miami.
Oh, Miami, that's right. And somehow a quarterback has fallen to me, and I'm Miami. I gotta think about that for a second. Forget it. Let's do. We took. Oh, who are the quarterbacks we took? Allen's still on the board?
Yeah, right, Allen's there. Baker's there.
Give me Baker Mayfield for the Dolphins.
Woo!
Woo! That would be scary if I'm a GM having him in Miami.
Well, there's no trades in this. If there were trades allowed, I'm sure somebody would have gone up there and
yeah. So I think the way I look at that is I think any of these quarterbacks at this moment. And because we're not doing trades, there's a really good possibility that in reality, teams are moving up for these guys. Yeah. So it makes sense for the Dolphins to go there. But in reality, there's a much better chance of Baker Mayfield's going 7 because someone's making a huge trade up. I mean, how many teams have firepower in this draft? You got the Bills, Patriots, both have multiple first-round picks. And
how many teams are we not thinking about that might say, hey, we really want to get a quarterback that we aren't thinking about. Like, how sure are we that the Steelers don't want to move up a little bit? Let's say maybe 15, that's the Cardinals. Let's say maybe 13, somewhere like that, around that range, trading with the Redskins or somebody like that to say, hey, we need a Big Ben insurance policy. Let's get Josh Allen. Let's get, how we really don't know. I think it's going to be, in my opinion, I think we're going to see 5 quarterbacks go in the first round. And I think that we're going to see in the first 2 rounds, 7 to 10. I think that's when the panic sets in for the teams that didn't address it early. And they're like, okay, we'll just take Luke Falk, even though he's really not that good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I that's what I'm looking forward to. Just seeing the overall, everybody, crumbling up their mock drafts because they were completely wrong. I mean, I know I'm going to be completely wrong. It's just, that's the best part. It's everybody has so much insight. And then it's sometimes, we think we're dumber than an NFL GM, and then they do something that's really dumb. And it's and then it's other times where it's hey, that was really smart. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, well, I am from the UK, so I am pretty smart.
All right, who's number 2? Is that you, Obee?
Yes, I'm number 2.
Buffalo.
Let's see, Buffalo.
It's got to be Allen. No.
And it has to be Allen. I know that's not really who most Bills fans want, but. I mean, in this case scenario, he's there, and they're desperate for quarterback. So the pick is Allen.
It makes sense for the arm strength up there because it's always freezing and windy up there. So
realistically, the chance that they jump up to I don't know 5 2? Or something and pick up Allen 2. I mean that's realistic. Route 2, Someone playing Madden in the background.
Somebody's playing something.
But yeah, I mean, realistically, they could easily jump up to 4, 2, 4, 5. 2, I think, would be really tough. But 4 or 5,